this video, I will demonstrate how to use a burette to measure the exact amount of reagents for an experiment. I will also demonstrate how to use the Benedict's test to analyze for simple sugars. To begin, let's talk a little bit about burettes. Burettes are calibrated glass tubes used to measure precise amounts of liquid. They hold 50 milliliters of liquid and are calibrated with 1 milliliter and 0.1 milliliter units. There is a valve at the bottom used for dispensing the exact amount of reagent. Always wear safety goggles when dispensing a liquid from a burette. To begin, slowly open the valve for the burette and stop when the bottom of the meniscus lines up with one of the numbered lines on the burette. To measure 1 milliliter, slowly open the valve and lower the meniscus to the next number line. This will dispense exactly 1 milliliter of reagent. Now, before we move on to the Benedict's test, I'd like to talk a little bit about the substrate sucrose and the enzyme sucrase, because they can be kind of confusing. Sucrose is a disaccharide made up of a molecule of glucose and a molecule of fructose. Sucrase is an enzyme that breaks apart sucrose into glucose and fructose. Be very careful when you are selecting sucrose or sucrase from the burettes. Remember, sucrose is the substrate, sucrase is the enzyme. The Benedict's test is an indicator of simple sugars and monosaccharides. Initially, Benedict's solution is blue. But when it is mixed with simple sugars such as glucose and fructose and boiled for 3 minutes, it should change color and form a precipitate. The practice Benedict's test will give you experience using the burettes and the Benedict's solution. Label 3 test tubes, 1, 2, and 3. To test tube number 1, add 2 milliliters of sucrose, a disaccharide. And add 2 milliliters of Benedict's solution. To test tube number 2, add 2 milliliters of glucose, a monosaccharide. And add 2 milliliters of Benedict's solution. To test tube number 3, add 2 milliliters of fructose, a monosaccharide. And 2 milliliters of Benedict's solution. It is important that the volumes of each reagents in each test tube be identical. Mix the reagents well using the vortex mixer. Make sure the water in the boiling water bath is full. Carefully put the 3 tubes in the rack and gently lower into the boiling water. After 3 minutes, remove the rack and tubes from the boiling water and observe the results. You will be doing 3 experiments to test the effect of enzyme concentration, pH, and temperature on the enzyme activity of sucrase. Red color means it is a positive test for simple sugars. Blue color means it is a negative test, no simple sugars present. Read the instruction in your manual carefully and follow the directions for each test. When measuring your reagents, be sure that the final volumes are the same in all the test tubes. Mix your reagents well using the vortex mixer. Be certain that the water bath is full and boiling. And if you have any questions, make sure to ask your professor or CLA.